that being between ODU Monarchs and VCU Gold in the capital division
There you go.
of our tournament. Capital being like capital letters and not capital as being income. Because those are different, but spelt different, but sound the same. It's weird. I'm just talking right now. Apparently the game's about to be ready to go.
All right.
Hey, look at that. I was right.
All right, let me give you a quick rundown of these teams. So ODU Monarchs is currently 0-3 right now, and VCU Gold is currently 1-2. And their last week standing was Nova 1-2-0 against ODU Monarchs, and VCU Gold won against Nova. Interesting. Wait, are there two Nova teams?
No, there's not. Maybe our standings are.
Oh, sorry, no, I read it wrong. No, Nova won against VCU Gold. I'm like, how are they undefeated but lost?
I was gonna say, I remember Nova being undefeated. What do you mean they beat Nova?
Oh, I just read that wrong.
Are my notes wrong?
So yeah, they both lost to Nova last week. So I'm curious to see which team ends up coming out better. Because if they both lost to the same team, you know, where do they end up, like, on the standings then?
I mean, that means very little, because you have to remember, a game can go any way, since all the players are very similar skill levels. So just because both lost Nova doesn't mean that one will be worse than the other, depending on who lost harder. Because Nova might just have birthed out a win. We don't know exactly the points on our notes, because we don't take that detailed of notes. Otherwise we'd be spending 10 hours a day writing down this is all the things that happen, the shots scored, assists scored, shots taken. And honestly, as fun as it would be to go over all of the Rocket League footage we have every single week, I don't want to do that.
What I do have written down was GMA versus ODU. That's silver, never mind. I thought that said ODU Monarchs.
Close.
But yeah, close. The other team.
Yeah, similar to VCU Gold and the other VCU team, VCU Black. We got a few colleges that have multiple representatives for each team, which
I believe GMU is the only one that has 3, but yes.
Yeah, they do. No, I'm looking at the total teams. Yeah. Shout out to all the teams that were confident enough to put in only one team. And we should probably be focusing on the game itself, shouldn't we?
Yeah, apparently there are 2 goals scored.
Oh, look at that amazing high-flying pass. I don't even know if we can count that as intentional or not, because it looked like it just got set to center with a good catch.
I have no idea, but Apig was there to grab the ball and get the score and get the goal.
Is it Apig or AP Pig? Because I want to call this man a college-level pig. Hoodwinked, though, coming out of nowhere with a solo 2-on-1 goal.
Was that a 2-on-1? It was a beautiful, no, that's just a 1. No, I mean, Apig was there.
Apig was in goal.
I mean, Apig was there, but he wasn't really, he was not there. He wasn't the actual, like, person who was trying to stop the ball, so.
Well, yes, but he was sitting in front of the goal the whole time.
Yeah.
I count that as a 2v1 because there were 2 people there to receive the ball.
Yeah, but like that's not how you do things in Rocket League. Typically, you just have one person go for the ball, and the other person tries to follow up whatever you do in case you miss. So like, it wasn't an actual 2v1. I only count 2v1s when both people are going for the ball at the same time, and that pig wasn't going for the ball. So
that is a good point. I just call it 2v1s as I see it. That's all.
Very, very good pinch doodle. Putting on the side of VCU Gold, coming back for another hit as it comes back to you again, and very close goal on that. Yeah, your teammates have you, Yarky going for the open goal, going in for another goal. Woo! I think that's the 3rd goal from Apig.
Oh yeah, nice setup by Yarky, bouncing it off the wall and clearing away one of the teammates on the side of VCU Gold. And these are some nice cars this time. I'm liking the looks.
Yeah. I'm really tired of seeing single color Octane. Which is the name of that car that's on screen.
Well, everyone has their own preferences, and sometimes a one solid color rather than a black and blue Batmobile right there.
Actually, I talked to my former pro player who is Tamari. And he says that the reason why everyone uses Octane is because one, it's like the first car that you get, and two, it has very good hitboxes for air control, so it's a lot easier to put your car where you want it to, which is why everyone uses Octane. But it does come down to personal preference, but that is why the vast majority of pro players and semi-pro players use Octane.
So then why doesn't anyone use my boy the Van?
Big block.
And I love him for it. Why don't they use him?
It's actually another thing that I've noticed is nobody uses the Dominus as well, and has the same exact reason why people don't use the Van. However, it's even worse for the Dominus because it's also really flat, so it's also harder to position the ball in the way that you want, because at least the Van has that front flat surface on it. So you can at least do something with that, but with the Dominus, because it's flat, completely flat, and has like it's very blocky shaped, it makes it even worse. So
that's true. Also, I just want to point out
for you guys.
Yeah, I just want to point out we've been just rambling this whole time. There's 1 minute remaining.
There is 1 minute. I haven't been talking.
Oh my goodness. Game flies by when there's not like 50 billion goals being scored.
Honestly. There isn't that 5 second every time, not 5 seconds, like 10, 15 seconds every time someone scores the goal.
Yeah, don't forget the timer stop for kickoff.
Yeah.
Which I'm convinced it stops until someone touches the ball. Mainly because I never see it move until someone hits the ball.
Well, because people get to the ball within the second.
Yeah, but I want a game where no one goes for it, and I want to see if the timer ever moves.
It does.
It does?
It does.
Ah, that's a shame. I want an infinite game. I want them to harass us.
Okay, Hoodwink. Good attempt on the goal.
That is going to be it for this game, though, despite all of our ramblings.
I have no idea what happened this game.
Yeah, so game one going to ODU Monarchs with a 4-1.
I do remember Apig scoring 3 goals, though.
Yeah, very
And Yarky
good.
assisting all 3 of them.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, look at the side of the shots. Let's see, that's 9 versus their 6. And would you look at that? They had a 3-score lead. So they're going essentially even on like shots on goal. And I just think ODU Monarchs is finding their openings a lot easier than VCU Gold.
Yeah, that being said, this game might be completely different because it's the start of a new momentum. That's the word. Always forget that word.
Yeah, momentum is very important.
In both the game itself and in player psyche.
Yo, Doodle is really good with these pinches.
Oh, trying to go up solo. Doesn't quite manage to make it. Being passed over. Pooh, though, going for it. A lot of stars in his name. I sure do hope that's not the system censoring something.
It might, but it is funny.
Yeah, Doodle passing off to the Yarky.
What a beautiful pass from Doodle. And Yarky just being right where he needs to be. Look at this. Look at this air dribble. Did you see him reset his jump on the ball?
Yeah, I saw it moving away. I didn't think it was gonna.
Yeah. What an absolute beautiful air dribble into an assist. Oh.
Oh, and that was the 30-second rule, too.
Yeah.
I love that rule.
Yeah, it's currently on the side of ODU Monarchs right now. Let's see if Pooh can do anything.
Pooh pushing off, trying to get good angles. Unfortunately, no good angle was there as all the boosts now been expended on VCU Gold. Grayson, though, coming back in for it. Stolen away by Doodle, though, as now it's Pooh's turn to attack. Gets juked out. Hoodwink taking it down. Nice.
Oh, Doodle just absolutely demos Hoodwinks.
Yeah, AB Pig and Yarky, though, pushing it over to VCU Gold's side. Pushing it into the goal. Hoodwink, though, is there to defend.
It's still on the side of VCU Gold. Let's see if they can push it back out to side of on ODU Monarchs. But their offense is just insane right now.
I like those aerial half-court passes. That's actually really impressive.
Right? I love when especially you got
Ooh.
Good shot by Hoodwink.
Very nice triple offensive right there. You can see all 3 of the players on VCU went onto that side to set up. Grayson grabbing it for in case it got past Hoodwinked, but Hoodwinked shoots it into the goal.
Yeah, I love the half-court passage. You saw a lot with Randolph Macon as well, where they would just absolutely launch the ball, and then people from, like, on the side would, like, drive up and then jump off and boost towards the ball to try and score a goal, which is what they did a lot of the time, and I love that I'm seeing it from ODU Monarchs.
Yeah, I love that, as well as, like, this is an even game. This is the first one we've seen all day.
This is actually the first even game we've seen all day, and I love to see it. I love seeing 2 even teams fight each other.
That being said, it might not be too even for long since this is Rocket League. And ODU Monarchs is on the attack.
One thing I'm always impressed about from every team is when they're able to jump off the wall and continue boosting towards the ball, because that's a really... Wow, it almost scored. That was almost a rocket into the goal. Is when they're able to jump off the wall and continue boosting towards the ball, because it's a really weird movement on, like, the joystick on how they do that, because, like, you're supposed to, like, push, like, jump off the wall and then push down and away from, like, or down and towards the wall and then boost at a really weird time that I could never get the hang of. But anytime I see it, I'm just always impressed because it never worked out for me. And I practiced that for like 2 hours, so...
Well, there's your problem. You only did it for 2 hours.
I mean, true, but like I feel like I would have gotten at least once in those 2 hours. I just didn't, so I'm just like, I don't think Rocket League's a game.
Well, you know, maybe it's because they got coaches on their side helping them out.
They might have just a couple more hours in this game than me.
Yeah, not to mention, you were playing it like when it was first coming out. Nowadays, there's like oodles of noodles of different guides for literally every tech. Like, you want to learn how to bounce it off the wall to pass it to your teammate on the complete opposite side of the field? We got it for you, dude. Here's the exact amount of boost you need.
Very close shot from Doodle, just a little bit over to the right.
And now it's just a low-speed mid-game match. Good demo off of Yarky might be what they need. Saved by Hoodwinked, though.
Very good pinch from Hoodwinked, following it up. And Doodle's there to contest. And Apig's there to push it out.
Yeah, 1 minute remaining. It's still 1-1. I think we might go into overtime.
This might be an overtime. I really want VCU Gold to score a goal so we can go to a Game 3 for the first time in this series.
Please.
Oh, it was right there.
It's just neck and neck pushing back and forth. Each team steals the ball away and then brings it all the way down the court for like a single shot.
Yeah. What I have noticed is ODU Monarchs is a lot more aggressive than VCU Gold, and they're doing a lot more of the long-range passes that we were talking about. Yarky always seems to be like their assister. Oh!
Look at that
barely
long.
Getting past the defense. Good job, Hoodwink. What a beautiful hit.
Oh, it was a unintentional pass over to Hoodwink, who got the nice long shot in.
Apig was there to contest, and he was just a quarter second behind.
Yeah, and we now got the tip-off, though.
Now we do have the tip-off. ODU Monarchs could have...
There's the tip-off.
Never mind.
Oh, I think we're going to
I was going to say ODU Monarchs could bring it back in these 10 seconds, but I think that goal just clinched the game for them.
Well, it's still possible. This might be our first Game 3 of stream.
Yeah. I think it's the first Game 3, period.
Quite possibly. And in the words of a very famous man, Poggers, I'm excited. I actually don't know who started Poggers, but, you know. And thank you, production. They're not going to fact check. We can keep spouting random just words.
It's Go Tanks.
Poggers? Poggers said Go from Go Tanks?
Yeah.
I believe it. Now look at these stats again. ODU Monarchs actually took more shots, but an incredible amount of saves by VCU Gold.
On the side of VCU Gold. Yeah, their defense really tightened up in that second game. And like I said in the first game, they had essentially the same amount of shots if you like disregard the goals. So the fact that they were able to tighten up the defense and let ODU score less had got them the game. So I'm very curious on how ODU Monarchs is going to respond in this game 3.
Yeah, actually, ODU Monarchs had more shots total. They had 2 more shots. Yeah, they had 2 more shots.
Oh, well.
I think it was 6 to 8. But in any case,
Doodle just immediately following up and scoring a goal. Very good shot from downtown. Look at this.
Yeah, 30-second rule strikes again. Good team play. Bounce off the top so Doodle can get it in all by himself.
It's the 1-2-3. It's so hard to stop that triple attack.
It's what all the good teams do. Now it really depends in terms of what sets it apart, the speed at which the 1-2-3 comes in.
Very true.
Because I've seen from Shenandoah as well as one of the GMU teams, I can't remember which one.
Oh, good pinch from APAD.
Just a very clean, one person comes in, and then maybe a second or second and a half later, the next person comes in, so they don't come in all at once. There's always time for someone else to come in, bounce off the wall, come in again, bounce off the wall, come in again, to make enough time for the first person to cycle in as well.
Yeah, you also see, like, you also see it from side up right off Macon, how they also do that 1-2-3 as well. And their timing is so impeccable, where it leaves no time for any team to get a defense shot in, unless you stop it at the very beginning.
Yeah, but looks like
demo from the side of ODU Monarchs to see if they can make something off of this.
That was actually a return demo.
Was it a return demo?
We were on the same camera angle.
Ball in the air.
Hoodwink going in again.
VCU Gold pushing down the ball, and it's being returned right back to VCU Gold.
Not quite. Taken away by someone on the side of ODU Monarchs.
And the follow-up from ODU, no, that pig bailed out, but he did pinch it back towards the goal. Let's see if they can make something off this.
Not quite. Oh, well, maybe. Still center now.
There's a possibility here. It's really on the side of VCU Gold, but they finally managed to clear it out of their goal, and
who's showing really good ball control, trying to keep it just, a multitude of 1v1s.
Yeah. What I'm seeing a lot of the time is for VCU Gold is like they manage to push the ball up, but there's no one really there to follow up on that ball.
I mean, that's kind of like the problem with literally every match, in that, I didn't have someone to follow up on me. And then that's it.
Well, someone's there to follow up, just not follow up in the right way.
That is the way. That is a better way to say it. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, that was such a good redirect. Unfortunately, the entirety of ODU Monarchs was there.
Yeah, they got a goal in, and
that giant wall was just there to stop the ball. But that was really good redirect.
Yeah, they got their goal in. They don't want anything scored on them, and they're making it clear as they go for the second goal now.
That was so close. Dude, really cutting it close to that pole.
Look at this. Nice corner tap into the pole. Ooh. That pole gets everyone. Even in real soccer, the pole is the MVP.
Is it really a pole if it's a part of the wall?
No, but you already said that the wall doesn't count, so I'm calling it a pole.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm just thinking, I'm like, is that really a pole? Also, Yarky scoring again. I don't really know what happened here.
It was back off the top.
Yeah, Doodle and just Yarky being able to follow up. See, that's what I'm talking about, being able to follow up in the right way.
Yeah, I like that he spiked it down when both members of VCU Gold in the goal were defending high.
Yeah, being able to spike down and bounce it back up, which is getting around those two defenders.
Oh, here comes another setup. Not quite able to get it in time, though. Demo also picking it up.
Demo come from?
Comes from everywhere, dude. It's a mechanic.
Literally out of nowhere.
Yeah, ODU Monarchs trying to extend the goal lead a little bit more with 1:30 left on the clock. VCU, though, they've just got to figure out a way to get the goals in, because we passed the golden minute.
Yeah.
The 30-second rule. So if they get one in, there's a much higher chance that they get their next two.
Oh, there's a decent potential here. Oh, no. ODU Monarchs managed to rotate back to be able to block the ball in time. But it's still inside of ODU Monarchs. There's still a chance for VCU Gold.
Yeah, Hoodwink's aiming for something. He's just looking for a good shot. But ODU Monarchs keeping it in the air, pushing it all the way over to VCU Gold's side. They're not giving it a chance to be contested.
Who dribbling down the ball, and both teams are there to stop him.
Both teams, but is it enough?
Oh,
just
that was
barely.
Epic, so close to pushing that ball in.
Well, here comes another one going in, pushed away by, I didn't even see who that time. Grayson, and
Hey! Hoodwink once again scoring a goal, managing to get past, I think, 2 defenders on this, and rebounding to himself.
yeah, and we're now at the 30-second mark. There is a very good chance VCU Gold stays in it. Like,
Yeah,
we say this literally every time, but it's legitimate chance. The 30-second rule applies.
It is possible. If they manage to get a goal within like 15 seconds, whoa! Whoa! Oh!
The dream's alive!
The dream is alive. There is a real chance VCU Gold could bring this back and score another goal in 20 seconds.
The 10-second rule. The 10-second rule. Let's see an overtime. Let's go.
All right, it is on the side of VCU Gold. Oh, that was very close, Epic. Very, very close. Oh, that's hard. That's hard to see. ODU Monarchs coming in with the last goal of no. We're not letting you get back to this game this easily.
Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to dash the hopes of VCU Gold because now 2 goals in 13 seconds?
13 seconds, yeah.
A little bit less reasonable.
It was so close.
Especially when you lose the tip-off. You're going to have to get the goal in while it's in the air. And then, well, no, that's it.
Oh, that was weird movement.
It looks like this is going to be it for VCU Gold in this match. Very close.
Yeah,
but
very, very close. I'm actually really impressed on the side of VCU Gold in that third game. Almost managing to come back, but ODU Monarchs' offense is just absolutely impeccable. Look how many shots they have. 9 shots, I believe.
Yeah, 9-4.
And only 4 of them went in, which, like, VCU Gold's defense is super, super strong, and it's really hard to get around their rotations.